Happy Tuesday morning. I hope everyone is doing well this morning. Got your BTT drink ready for this meeting or whatever it is that you need to get your day started with. I've got mine. I just shook it one more time because you just never know how many times you need to shake that stuff, right? This is Stacy Croninger. I'm excited to have you here this morning with us, and we're going to walk through some fun things this morning. So let's go through the agenda. I'm going to start off with a snap to finish demo because we're hoping to launch that beta in the next few days here. So we want to show you a little bit about that. Show you the new products for May, talk about some product information, remind you about what promotions and sales we have going on right now, tell you about upcoming events, remind you about the resources we have, and then when our next meeting is. So first of all, snap to finish. As I mentioned, we're within days of launching this beta, and we will send out an email to all of our memory keeping people. We are launching this as a beta, and want to keep in mind that beta means that it's still in test mode. So you're welcome to share it with other people when it comes out, as long as you know that they're going to be comfortable with that beta. And we'll show you the URL once we also get to the actual beta. So for right now, though, I'm going to hop out and take us over to our snap to finish that I seem to have lost someplace. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I apologize for this. Okay, we'll just, oh, there it is. I knew I had it someplace. And I'm going to full screen that so that you can see everything that you'll want to see on this. Okay, first of all, when you're logging in, you're going to use your Youngevity ID. Okay, so if I come here to log in, it's going to prompt me for my Youngevity ID as well as my password. Okay, so make sure you know what your Youngevity ID is and password you want to use. You're going to log in. And that brings you back to this first main screen as soon as it cycles through everything. And across the top are your menu options. This little gear guy here, if you click on that, it gives you also an option for log out your account. It tells you about your password and things that you've done, your orders, anything that are in pending projects, so things that you've saved that you're still working on. Your cart, if you've added something to the cart. And my orders, once you've ordered something, you can come back here and see those orders. I want to start out with my albums. This is a great way to organize your photos. It's probably the first thing you want to do. You can upload photos right into a project. There's no problem with doing that. I'm going to create a new album here, and we're going to call this our test images. And I'm going to click on save. And it's going to give me the option to add my photos, and I can either drag them from my desktop or places, or I can select those files. I'm hearing that there's no sound. Is that true? Can no one hear me? Lost sound. Can everyone hear me? Kathy says she can't, so I'm hoping that other people still can. Okay, Helen says she can still hear me. Phew. Kathy, you might want to try calling back in again and see if that will bring you up to speed with that. I'm going to just grab a few that I happen to have here. Let's see. Those ones will be good. We'll add those two. And these are going to be some lower res, and you'll see that it says I can add more. I can finish the upload. I'm going to go and grab a couple of more, see what else I can find in this particular folder. I think I have. Nope, I don't want that one. Let's see. How about in my photos folder? I know I have some in my photos folder. If I can find that, I sure do. We're going to go with the Colosseum flowers, and we'll go ahead and upload these pup ones again because, you know, puppies are cute, right? So once I have all of them there, then I'm going to go ahead and click on Finish Upload, and at this point, it's going to start uploading those images into that folder. You can cancel. But probably don't want to unless you somehow miss something. Okay, so it's uploading, and now I have my folder, okay? Now, the great thing about this is that I can just leave them like this, or if I put it into edit mode, it allows me to organize these. Like I can say this one is a really high quality one, and so I want to edit on this one. So I'm going to actually choose to give it a red star because these are all my puppy ones. Okay, not a red star, but a red dot. I can copy it. I can move it to a different folder. I can add tags to it if I want, but there's lots of things here on the side, these little red dots, not dots, little blue dots. I can choose to edit this little guy, and here I can add additional tags to it. So if I want to add hounds and things like that, I can do all sorts of different types of editing to it. So I could rotate it if I want. So and you'll see that I can just rotate it slightly. I can rotate a lot. When I'm done with it, click on done, and she's rotated. Takes just a minute. There's my rotation. And I love this option, revert. How many of you want to undo or revert something that you've already done? The difference here is revert will undo everything you've done to that point, whereas undo will just take you back in one step. You also have your history that gives you listings of things that you can do. Okay, so when I'm done, I'm just going to click out of here. Yep, I want to get out. And it allows me to come back into my album. And again, you can make lots of different options to see those, to change your photos. Now with the hounds, they don't really have red eyes on them, but you could remove the red eye. You could enhance them, you can smooth them out. There are filters that you can put on them. And gosh, we're taking a minute here to get to this. Let's see if it's going to go out. Are you sure you want to close? Yes, I want to close. So there we go, back out again. And the question came up, how did I get into there? Underneath the photo, there's 3 dots, and you choose the option here to edit. Okay, you can always delete them as well. Or you can download them, so once they're in this spot, okay? And you can have as many albums as you would like. You can upload more photos to them, all sorts of things. Okay, so now that I've got my photos in here, let's go look at some products. Now, I'm of the mind that you always start with whatever's easiest and requires the fewest photos. So even in Heritage Makers, I don't usually tell people to start with a book because those are overwhelming. You've got lots and lots of things to them. So let's look at puzzles. Okay, this is a product that we are excited to have in here because it's going to be so fun to have these puzzles. I don't know if you've seen, Hallie Red has posted some things with puzzles. The great thing is here, you can choose what size you want. It tells you how many pieces there are. So I'm just going to go with an 8 by 10, 110 pieces, click on Create Yours, and it's going to take me into my next screen. And from here, I can decide how many photos I want to put on it. So if you want to do a collage, you can do 4 photos. If you want to do just one big photo, you can do that. And I believe the options are 1, 2, or 4 photos. And that is correct. So you'll see that if you do 4 photos, it's like having 4 minis. It doesn't blend them in together. I'm just going to pick the single one just to keep life easy. And here it automatically says, where do I want to get my photos? So you see you can pick photos from these other locations. Keep in mind that Facebook and Instagram, their images are typically scaled down, meaning that they are not high resolution. So depending on the project you're making, they may not look great, like on a puzzle or something. I'm going to go to My Albums. You also have the option to upload if you'd like. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to pick Gracie here. And you'll notice it says the photo resolution is too low. Okay, so that's telling me that this image is not going to look good when I print it. It's going to be a little grainy. So let's pick a different one. How about Gracie when she was a baby? Okay, this one does not give me that error, which is great. Okay, I can also add text to this. So I'm going to just add an empty text box, and you'll notice that it gives me the option to move this around. And I'm going to double click on it, and it allows me to type in my text here. And actually, I'm going to type Baby Gracie. I have that. I can come over here and choose the font over on the left-hand side. If this ever is not showing, if I click on that X at the top, it closes it. But if I click on text again, it brings it back out. Here's my list of fonts. So let's say that I want, typewriter looks good. And I'm going to actually change my font color to white. and I'm going to make this about that big. Yeah, let's go a little bit bigger. We got some room here. 36, okay? And when I'm done, I can just click off to the side of it, and that's it. If I want to move this to a different location, I click on Transform. That gives me this button here. I can also rotate this. So if I wanted to put it on the side here, and I'm not very good at that rotation thing, so I'm just clicking and dragging it, then I have baby Gracie there. Or I can put it back up here. Now, if your text happens to get off the side, you will get a message saying that your text is, see this little scissors guy here? That's telling me it's going to be cut off. So I want to move so that my text is not going to get cut off. Now, notice it still says that it's going to get cut off, and it's because my text box is hanging off. So if I size that in, baby Gracie still fits, but no longer do I have my scissors, okay? That's how easy it is. I can close that down. I click on Save, so I have it saved. I add it to my cart once it's done saving. It does ask you to verify things, so make sure that you've done that. Adds it to my cart. And then at this point, I could check out if I want to, or I could work on additional projects, okay? It will calculate your tax and shipping once you get down to the final checkout, so don't worry about that. So let's go back and look at books for just a minute. Okay, on our books, the cool thing about this is that you can select a lot of photos and have it drop them in automatically for you. And right now, we just have one available, and it is our Superior Lay Flat. So this one's going to lay flat. We have an 8x8, 11.5 by, or 11.25 by 8, and 12 by 12. So I'm going to go with the square one. I'm going to get started. And the first thing it wants me to do is pick the template that I'm going to use. And this template is basically deciding what the background is going to look like. It automatically picks some layouts, but you can change them, like 2 photos on a couple of pages or whatever. So we have stylish black, we have stylish white, sophisticated white and black, artistic white, quad color. So I'm going to pick artistic black here. It brings me to this screen. Again, you'll notice you have those same options for uploading your photos. So I can pull additional things from my device. I can go to Facebook, Instagram, my albums, or I can just choose to upload right at this point. I'm going to go to my albums, and I'm going to go to my Hounds one. And I'm going to select them all. Okay, and nice reminder here, this icon indicates that the photo quality is low and it may appear blurry when printed. That's really great to know, isn't it? So by selecting them all, it takes those photos in the order it's listed and it automatically drops them in this order. So basically it's saying we're going to use this one for the cover, and then we're going to start filling with pages. So if the first page has 3 images, these 3 would go on that page, and then it just goes from that point. You'll notice that I do have a couple of images that are kind of low res there, and that's okay. I'm going to live with that. And it also shows me that I don't have quite enough images in my book, okay? So I could go and upload more images, but why bore you with how good I am at uploading images, okay? So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and, oh wait, before we do that, if I want to rearrange some of these things, let's say that I don't want, I want to have Gracie all together. So I'm going to move Hazel here out of the way. All I've done is click on this photo, and it's in this long bar here. Clicked on the photo, and it gives me the option to delete it, or I can move it to any of these other pages. So let's say that I want to move it down here where Gracie is a baby. So if I click on that, it's going to move Hazel down to there, and it pushes everything over to the left. So if I want to, let's say I want to move Gracie over here, then I'm going to go, not this guy, but this one, click on that one, and now I have my photos in the order that I want them. Okay, so again, you can, wherever you want. So if I want to have this guy with the 2 of them moved all the way down here to the end, then I can click on this one here, and it swaps it, and again, shifts everything over to the left. That's how you rearrange. And you want to make sure you have your photos in the order that you want them before you customize my book. It just makes it easier. You can still change things. You can always change things. Oops, don't want that reminder. But it's best if you organize them here. It's a little bit easier. Okay, now we're going to customize my book. It's going to warn me that I still have 13 additional photos that I need to fill in all the pages. I'm going to go, okay, yeah, I got it. And when I come in, it's going to take that layout that I selected, and it's going to drop them in to that book. So here's my cover. Remember, we're in beta testing, so sometimes you might get little errors like that, but we just click on OK and go along. Now, notice that this guy has a red exclamation point. That's telling me that that resolution on that photo is probably a little low. I'm choosing to live on the edge with this one. We're going to call it good. For text, if I click in here, sorry, I can't type and do that at the same time. If I want to change my text, if I want to move it to a different place, I can move it down, but I do want to keep it in that spot. If I want to edit it, I can go back to that. If I want to change the font, I just come back over here to my toolbar on the left, and I can pick a different color if I want. I can pick a different font, all sorts of options. Wow, that was not a good choice. We'll go with that one. When I'm done, I just click off onto another thing. There it is. We also have spine text. Now, this one you cannot actually change the font size because it has to stay that size. So you'll notice that the font and the size are grayed out, but you can change the color, okay? And you can bold it if you would like, okay? But you cannot change the font size. All right, if I want to actually look at my page layouts, I'm going to close this little sidebar down a little bit. This is showing me my two-page spread. So here's the inside cover. Here's the first page. I can add text if I want. If I want to move this so that Gracie's head is a little bit more obvious, I can slide this down like that. Now, it won't let me slide left and right because it's as wide as the photo will go. Okay, so I can move this up or down. If it's a wide photo, then I can go left and right. Okay, if I come over here to this one, it's loading those images, and I actually decided that I would rather have this little one of Gracie over here. So to change that, I'm going to come over here to my photos. I'm going to go to my albums, and I'm going to open up Hounds. And when I do that, it shows me all the images I've already put in, and the one that I'm selected is here with this green check mark. So if I want to add this one with little Gracie and her little snoot on, I can click on that and it swaps it out. Now you'll notice that this image is not being used anywhere. So if I want to put it over here where Gracie was with her snoot, I click on that one, click on this picture of Grace, and there it is back in its spot. Okay, and I'm going to do this guy and slide Gracie down a little bit. Now this one, I'm actually going to slide it over, and if I use my mouse, I can zoom in, or you can use this little slider tool here and zoom in. Notice that as I zoomed, because the quality is not great, it gave me this error message, okay? So just watch those error messages as you go through. You can also change the layout out on these. So if I decide this is not the layout I want, I have an option of a page or two spread. So if I go to spread and I say that I want to do this and I still want to keep my 5 photos like I have, I'm going to come down here on the left where it says 5 photos. And this is going to show me all the 2-page spread layout options using 5 photos. Okay, so it's going to load this for me. And let's see, we're going to go with what looks good. See, there's so many options, it's so hard to choose. And I think I want something a little more swampus. See this one? This is so nice and grid-like, but I like kind of this more playful look. So I click on that, and it immediately switches it out to this design. Okay, because I had the same number of photos there, it just swapped it, no problem. If I choose something that has fewer photos, so like if I go back and I choose 4 photos here, it will actually remove one of those photos, and I would need to add it back in someplace else. So let's say that I do this guy here. Okay, so one of my photos is now gone, and so if I come up here to my photos and click on this one, then you can see that Gracie is no longer in my book. So I can swap her out, put her in there, and now this one with Gracie and Hazel is not being used, and so I can choose an option for where I want to put those. Again, I'm going to slide little Gracie's head down here. So you get in the feel for this, lots of fun things you can do. Now, for style, these are backgrounds. So right now I just have this plain back, but let's say that I want to do some sort of fun background on it. Let's go with this kind of paisley guy. And so all it does, it takes wherever that black background was and applies it, and it's only doing it for this 2-page spread. So if I come over here to pages 4 and 5, notice I still got my black, but on pages 2 and 3, I have a different background. So you can swap out your backgrounds. And you do have these options here. There's kids, there's animals, plain colors. So let's say I wanted to go with this guy here. Now I have these little polka dots in the background. Or maybe I want something a little more playful and rustic, okay? So you can switch around. There's also clip art. So let's say if I come to this page and I want to add some clip art, then I actually, there we go, there's my clip art. So let's say I want to add a flower to this because that little Hazel, she needs a flower. So I'm going to click on that. It drops it in, and then I can move it around to wherever it is that I want it. I can size it. So if I want it to be a little smaller, I can do that. And I can rotate it using this guy. Not you're going to be able to see really that it's rotating, but you can see now that I've rotated it, okay? So there's clip art options. There are backgrounds. You can swap out your photos. Again, these ones are showing that they're just a little bit small. And this was, again, a 4x6 horizontal photo. So it lets me go left and right. It does not let me go up and down. Okay, so depending on what your photo is, depends on how you can move that photo around. Now, every now and then you're going to want to hit on save, okay, because we don't want to lose all those things that you're working on. We also have this option for reorganize. So let's say that I really like this layout, but I want this layout to be back here. So notice that blue bar, wherever that blue bar is, that's where it rearranges those pages too. So now those pages are 8 and 9 instead of 4 and 5. And then when I'm done with that, I just do collapse. If I want to add more pages, I have this little guy here with a plus, and I just click on that, and it adds a new page. And it does it right after the pages I was on. So if I was here on pages 4 and 5 and I do add a page, it's going to add that page in between 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. And it's just taking it a minute. It's actually based on the black, okay? So again, save. If you need tips, this little light bulb guy here is going to allow me to see tips. I can turn it on, and then it will take me through tips every time I come in here. So like here's my customize my book. I can click on next. It shows me things like here's my undo and redo. Save your project. Come in here to add and remove pages. Select a page to add photo or text. Those are all my tips. Now if I want to add a photo here, I can do that because I picked a page that doesn't have any photos on it, and now it's going to tell me my tips for panning and zooming and the free transform. And so now I can drop in that photo of the hounds there. Okay, so if you have a blank page like this, you can either add your photos freeform, or you can come back over to layout and pick a layout and drop it in. Again, save when you want to save. Now, I'm going to add this to cart just so you can see what happens. It tells me I'm missing photos. Isn't that nice to be reminded that, oops, I forgot something, okay? So it will tell you, you can still add it to the cart, but it's going to print those pages black. Okay, so, oh no, I guess I'll return to the project. Now, when I'm done, if I want to go work on another one, all you do is either click on Snap to Finish to get back to the default page, or you can choose the products. I can go to My Albums, but let's go and look at My Pending Projects. When I do that, it's going to say, do you want to leave this site? All I'm doing is leaving this current editor, and yes, I want to leave it. So when I come into My Pending Projects, it's going to show me the projects that I am working on that have not been added to my cart. Okay, so these are actually, it's all of my projects. Let me take that back. These are all of my different projects that I've worked on. There's my book. So if I want to go back and work on it again, I can click on Complete Project. Okay. Also in my cart, I'm going to view my cart. If I come here to this particular screen, you're going to see that it will let me also edit from the cart. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to actually view my cart. That's what I want, view shopping cart. Don't mind me, it's still morning and I haven't had a chance to drink that BTT yet. Sitting right here. Okay, so you'll notice that when I'm in my cart, I actually have the option here to edit these particular projects as well. So when I do that, it takes me back into the editor. And it's going to get, because I have tips on it, it's going to tell me all those things that I can do, and I'm actually going to just shut those down. So I can make my changes. When I'm done making changes, you click on Add to Cart. Add it to cart. It's not adding it a second time. It's actually taking me back in because I was choosing to edit it from the cart. Okay, if I chose to edit it from my pending projects and add to cart, it would add it a second time. So that is the basics of using Snap to Finish. As I said, we're going to have lots of fun things that we're going to do with this coming up. So make sure that you watch for that email that's going to come through soon and give you lots of fun things that you can do with that. So we're going to dive back into our PowerPoint at this point, and we're going to walk through the new Heritage Maker Studio. And I know a lot of you have questions. I'm pretty sure that Lisa's been diving into those as quickly as she can. I will let you know that we're going to have some training videos by the time we officially launch this that will go through in little segments, like one on how to create your account, one on how to upload photos, one on editing photos as far as the red eye, cropping, things like that. So don't worry, we're going to give you some time to play with it. We're going to give you some feedback options so that you can tell us, you know, things are going well or things you'd like to see done differently, all those kinds of things. So that was just wanted to give you kind of heads up of what we have coming. So hopefully that will be coming. So when I say soon, I'm saying in the next few days. Okay, so in the next few days, we're hoping to have this beta out to you. All right, Heritage Maker Studio. In our basic area, we have Gone Clubbin'. This is a fun collection, whether you're into sports or maybe you have a man in your life that you want to celebrate him for Father's Day. It's coming up, and he loves to golf, okay? Lots of fun golf options, but as always, we try and pick things that have some universal designs in them, like these zigzags or the chicken wire paper here. These papers could be used for anything. Okay, even these little flags, you could use these little pennants for birthdays. The pencil could be used for school. So remember, when you look at these, don't think, oh, golf, I don't do golf. Look at the possibilities of the things you can do with it. Also in the basic collection, we have Father's Knows Best. And what you're not seeing here is that there's also some word art that's coming with this set. So this is a great Father's Day. It has these cute cards and some fun papers that you can use for Father. And as I said, there will be some cute word art that you'll like. It kind of looks like the one we did for Mother's Day with these fun fonts and things. Also in the basic, we have everyday affirmations. I love these things, and I know I like dogs, and so this dog just really catches my eye. But look at how cute these are. Shine your light brightly. Good things are going. Okay, these are just going to be so fun to put on your layouts. You can put them on cards, all sorts of different things. And that's Everyday Affirmations, Volume 1 and 2 in our basic collection. Then we have a lot of releases coming for our Memories for Life. This will also be in basic. We're going to talk about these in detail in just a minute, but this gives you kind of a glimpse of some of the designs that will be coming into Studio as far as art as well. In Premiere, we have Bundle of Joy, boy, because it seems like there's so many babies. And as Sally pointed out when we did this at Studio U, I'm sorry there is no giraffe for April's giraffe, but we do have this adorable little elephant, okay? But these papers, again, are going to work for lots of different things, like the clouds will be fun for springtime. We have some kind of fabricy paisley designs back here, balloons, all sorts of fun things. And to not leave out our girls, wow, look at that. We have Bundle Joy Girl as well. Both of these are huge collections with lots of fun things, so watch for those to show up in our Premiere collection. Okay, moving on to our Memories for Life. First off, we have Wonder 2 Designer Coordinates. So a few months ago, we did Wonder 1 that had some more primary colors and wood and darker colors that were perfect for going with the great outdoors. It looked great with the Everyday Birthday collection. This one is a little bit lighter colors, more springy, some beautiful bright pastels. So I hate to call them pastels because they're not really light like pastels, but they are softer colors, not as bold. But we do still have some beautiful wood designs in this as well. So this is the designer cardstock. Here are pocket border strips, and again, such a beautiful rainbow of colors. It really does make me want to take these and put them into the rainbow order. How many of you did the same thing? You're like, oh yeah, I love this little teal strip here and the yellows and pinks. So lots of diversity here. Pocket border strips from the Wander 2 collection. And then our pocket journal cards as well. Again, you're going to see those same designs and colors that you saw on the papers as well as the pocket border strips, because everything we want to coordinate and look beautiful together. Okay, these are some great base products, and to go with this, we have Springtime, also by Lauren Hines, and we have it in border strips. You'll see them here. And Lauren has designed these so that they go in pairs. You don't have to use them together, but they do pair nicely. So like you'll see these two wood ones, you have the bunny guy on this side, and then you have this cute little vine look going on here. We have the flowers, actually these are bird cages with gingham. These are paired together. We have a rainbow and some umbrellas. So each of these are shown, they look really wide, but really this is, there's a little imaginary line in between these, so they are shown in their pairs so you can see how they go together. Now, how many of you use those stackable stickers? Man, I love those stackable stickers. They are so fun because you can stack them. Okay, so for example, I can take one of these circles here, and I can stack one of these scallop guys on top of that, and then I can even go a step further and put one of these little guys on top of that. Oh, they're so fun. Or we have these flags, and then there are words over here that go on top of those flags. You just have so many options with these. They are cardstock stickers. You're getting these 2 sheets, and again, they are stackable stickers in the Springtime design. So lots of fun things you can do. Now, Year in a Snap came out at the beginning of the year, and to help you with the doing your Year in a Snap project, we have these beautiful word art stickers. These are clear stickers, but they have this little swash of white behind them. So this is an example of what it would look like. There's no black line around it. You would just peel it off, and like this one says, oh, hello, with this swash of white behind it, and then you can lay it on top of your border strip. Okay, so you're getting 2 sheets of these stickers. You have statements that make great titles. You have these fun ones that are more stacked with some playful fonts, lots of different occasions in here. Happy birthday, darling. You saw the oh, hello, gather together. So a variety of things that you can use throughout the year as you're doing your Year in a Snap project. Okay. Now, we have these Family Faith word art stickers. This has been a labor of love as Suzanne and Rhonda have worked on these, and Rhonda's the one that put these guys together. And they are designed in a specific way. They are question and answers using scriptures and quotes to document your life, okay? And Rhonda will be making a special presentation about these, sharing her vision for them. There are lots of details about these collections and how to use them. There are so many fun options, but let me just give you the basics, and it's easiest to see on the color, okay? So when you purchase these, you're either going to purchase the color set, which is 4 sheets, or you're going to purchase the neutral set. But, you know, we're okay with you picking both sets as well. But to help you identify how this works, it's easy if I show you on the color. So these ones that are more of a square or a shorter rectangle are your questions. These ones that are long are your answers, okay? So for example, this guy here goes with this one here. So basically you go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these 5 go with these 5 here. Then this one, how did you meet your spouse? It's the easiest one for me to read because, gosh, my eyes are getting old. Goes with this guy right here because he's the 6th one in the list. And the one that says something about good and your favor. Sorry, bad eyes, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is this first 5 here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are these next 5 here. After that, this is a bonus. These are bonuses. These guys over here are all bonuses, okay? When you get to the next sheet, it's the same thing. The first 5 down the row match the first 5 on this side. Then you see the color green here. He matches with this one. So we have 5 here, bonus at the bottom, and on the sides, bonus here. Now, these are designed for adults and for children. Some of these questions are going to be a little bit more worded for children, like this one about who are your good friends and why are they special to you. Now, honestly, as an adult, I could use that, but you'll notice that it does sound more like it's targeting teenagers or maybe a youth, okay? So mix and match these on your pages as far as when I say mix and match, like with other accent pieces. And as I said, Rhonda will be doing some more training on this. We're going to do some a sheet that explains all the process about it. All the fun things that you can do with this, but it's a beautiful way to document your family, your faith in either colors or in neutrals, okay? So again, those will be coming out May 1st. All these things I've shown you are coming May 1st for our Memories for Life. Now, that brings us up to our next one. This is what we formerly called the auto ship, but we thought we needed a fun name for this. How about Memory Making Club? If you want to be a part of the club, there's a reason why. You get free product each month, plus you get free shipping, okay? And you're getting all the things you need to make those memories or to capture the memories that you've already made. So it's a memory making club. This particular month's one is $86, and here's what it gets. And it's a ton of stuff. Okay, so you're getting all the things from the Wonder to Designer Coordinates collection, the paper, the pocket journal cards, the pocket border strips. Plus, you're getting the springtime 2-inch borders. Plus, you're getting the springtime stackable stickers. Plus, you're getting the year and a snap word art, as well as both the neutral and the color version of the Family Faith word art. And your bonus, the greener grass design cartridge. Okay, this cartridge is going to be perfect for using with all that fun springtime stuff. So this is your memory making club for May. So we're going to start not calling it auto ship, but memory making club, because we really want it to be a fun thing. And as you're telling people about this, make sure you tell them free product each month plus free shipping. Okay. Now, in the Anthology DIY arena, we have the wall organization kit. This kit includes this corkboard frame, this storage frame, the clip frame, hanging clips, and the Live Positive Gallery wall pack. So this is like we had in one of the previous ones where it's 8x10 quotes and this, or cute ampersands, whatever. I do want to point out these little jars, they're not included, nor are all these clips. You're just getting these 4 clips. But I want to show you all the possibilities with this. Sweet Susie in our office has used these as display items. So you can use them in your home office, in your craft room, or you could use them to build your business. So maybe you want to display all of your flyers about the different products. You can use these cute little cubbies to display things, like here we have makeup, but you could easily store your border maker cartridges in there. Or your adhesive, so hang this right above where you craft. These cute little clips, you can mix and match other clips, but you'll see these little guys are the clips that come with it. So we just hung some organza bags with the new lip balms in it, but you could hang photos from here. You could do little pocket cards that have cute quotes, all sorts of fun things, and these look amazing with the other gallery wall kit options that we have. So this finishes out all the gallery wall stuff. This is a must-have for no other reason than for these 3 pieces. This is an incredible value to get these 3 guys, okay? So that will be available May 1st. Now, moving on to promotions. Heritage Makers until the end of April. Remember, all bags in all sizes and shapes are available for 10% off. And today is the day you must have your bags in if you want them back on time for Mother's Day. You can keep working on them. We don't guarantee you'll have them back for Mother's Day, okay, depending on where you live, how many are ordered, things like that, okay? But till the end of April, so the end of this week, Sunday, you have 10% off. Then in May, we're going to move on to mugs, coasters, iPad cases, and phone cases in preparation for Father's Day. Now, I know that this one shows wedding, but it also makes a really great wedding gift. So you could look at iPad cases, mugs, phone cases, all sorts of fun things. In June, we'll have canvases and wood prints. And then in July, we're doing all the other kinds of prints, 11 by 14, 18 by 24, and metal prints. So watch for those sales coming up. In addition, right now we have going our National Scrapbook sales. These are the ones for our Memories for Life. So these 4 collections individually are 20% off while supplies last through May 31st. Okay, they're a great thing to make available to your customers. They're a great thing to use to add to your stash. Okay, these 4 collections have some beautiful items in them and will be good to include in your collections. Again, 20% off through May 31st. And you're not buying all 4, each one individually is 20% off. We also have the multi-purpose tool that's 20% off, as well as the eyelet lace and the flower power designer cartridges that are on sale. These also go through May 31st. And then wrapping up this Our Memories for Life items is our special buy one, get one 50% off deal. You're buying the Border Maker system, which also includes the antique lace designer cartridge. It's not shown here. But you're getting the Border Maker tool case for 50% off. Now, this little guy is so wonderful, not just for holding your Border Maker and your cartridges, but for including things like adhesives. And you know what? I never talk about this, but all these little divider guys, they are Velcroed. You can move them around so that you can create whatever size spacing you want for those, okay? So go ahead and make sure that you grab this special because it's a good one, available through May 31st. In the Anthology DIY arena, we have this particular bundle on sale for 30% off. So for $53.20 US, you get the spring layout kit as well as the Bright and Breezy paper kit. This is available through May 31st. Okay, the layout kit is 8 two-page layouts that are already divided up for you, so you just have to pull out the cellophane package, grab your photos, put it together, you're ready to go. The paper kit is paper as well as chipboard accents, some twine, and other fun things that you can use for any type of paper crafting project. So this bundle, $53.20 US. Now, Mother's Day is just around the corner, and we have these sales that are going to May 17th, the Mother's Day gift sets. This is just from the memory keeping arena. There are other Mother's Day gift sets that are on sale as well, so make sure you check those out from Youngevity. But for Our Memories for Life, we have the Creative Mother set, which is the Wildflower paper punch, as well as this 65-pound cardstock. Now, the nice thing about this is you can either give it to someone who is crafty, or you could use it to create some things for your mom, maybe some cards or some gift boxes or bags. You can punch a lei or make a garland, all sorts of fun things. Within Heritage Makers, the 8x10 metal prints are 20% off through May 17th. And then for Anthology DIY, we have the Sign It card kit. And again, this is a fun one to either do, to give it to a woman who would like to create herself, or you could make them up and give them to her. And for those of you who watched last week's Facebook Live, I showed you how to convert this box into a card organizer so that you could have an even stepped up gift from just giving her all the amazing cards. Okay, so watch for those sales. May 17th is the last time you can take advantage of those. For upcoming events, we have Studio U on May 18th, Product Palooza. We thought it'd be fun to show you some of our most popular products and how to make use of them, and some of our lesser used products to maybe give them some fresh eyes. So join us Thursday, May 18th at 7 p.m. Mountain Time for Studio U. We'll have that registration link available for you shortly. As a reminder, we have our Youngevity Memory Keeping Brands group that we love to have we love to have you join, because then you can find out all the latest information. We post project sheets in there. We have product informations. We include the PDFs of the sales. We post headers for your Facebook pages that you can use for the different product lines and sales. We have Facebook squares you can use to promote. The logos are in there, individual sections of idea books. All we ask is that you be a Youngevity distributor to join, but anyone can join. So if you're not a part of that group, feel free to request that they join us for that, okay? Another upcoming event that I forgot all about, thank you, Helen, for mentioning this, on National Scrapbook Day, which is Saturday, May 6th, that's a week from this Saturday, National Scrapbook Day, we are having a virtual crop. And it will be from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll have some social media squares coming soon that will let you know about this. It will be virtual, meaning that we're doing it through Zoom, so you can jump on and off as you're available throughout the day. There will be giveaways. We'll have some recorded segments of how to create different projects. There will be people showing how to use Heritage Makers, Our Memories for Life, Anthology DIY, and even Snap to Finish. So make sure you set aside some time to join us on Saturday, May 6th for the virtual National Scrapbook Day. Okay, Facebook Live segments. I just mentioned that we have those, but I need to let you know the next 3 weeks will be canceled. I apologize. I have meetings tomorrow that I'm going to and can't do it, and then I'll be on vacation the following 2 weeks. So for the next 3 weeks, we will not be holding them. But after that, starting May 17th, Wednesday, 2 p.m. Mountain Time, we're going to start with Heritage Makers, then go to Our Memories for Life the following week, and then the third week will be Anthology DIY. We record these so you can watch them later, and then you can share them with wherever you would like, okay? Also, if you're looking for a good resource, Youngevity, YGYsocial.com tells about upcoming Zoom meetings, virtual crops they're holding, so check that out. Those are cross teams, so it doesn't matter which team you're a part of. And we have our idea books. Make sure you know where you can find those. This is where the online version is. And as I mentioned, the individual section PDFs are on our Facebook group. Coming in May, the first week of May, we're hoping for May 1st, but you just never know. So I'm not going to promise you May 1st. We're going to go with the first week of May. OMFL is doing a virtual mini catalog. This will be available online as a flip book. It will not be printed, but it will have their latest products in it. With some fun inspiration in there. Again, it's a mini book, so watch for that coming. And then if you're working on Year in a Snap, here are the resources for those. And with the addition of Snap to Finish, we will be adding in the templates and artwork as soon as we can, so that'll be available for the official launch of Snap to Finish. But these are great resources for those that are working on their Year in a Snap project. Okay, my friends, that wraps us up, and I apologize for that quick march through things. As I mentioned, I have meetings, and so I have a flight that I have to catch this morning. But I am so glad you joined me this morning. Our next meeting is going to be Tuesday, May 23rd. There are 5 Tuesdays in May. So we are meeting on the 4th Tuesday, just like we always do. So it will be May 23rd. It's the Tuesday before Memorial Day. If you've already signed up, it's on your calendar, so no worries about that. If you have any last questions, then go ahead and get those asked. But it looks like we've had a lot of questions answered by Miss Lisa. She's done a great job getting those answered. Again, if you, Jennifer's asking, can we publish a I'm assuming a PDF on Snap to Finish. In the future, there will be an option to produce a PDF. It will not be in this initial launch, but there will be an option for that to produce a PDF. Okay. The replay of this, we will post it later today so that you can listen to this again. Can you use Heritage Makers points to pay for Snap to Finish? Not at the time we launch. That will be built in later on in the system. But when we launch, it'll be credit card based only because we do have to get that set up on both sides to work there. So good question. Okay, my friends, have a wonderful day. Remember to have fun, share your story, and be creative. And I will see you back here on May 23rd, if not before then, on other places on the web. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye.